Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Been a while. I put up a video and I think it's about time I did so. I want to talk about the art of reinvention. Innovation basically is only possible because change is constant. Do you know that everything that gets by way of innovation is only possible because change is constant? Today I'm going to draw a story from, like I do, someone in the Bible. His name is Samson. Samson was a great man commissioned by God to destroy the Philistines, according to Bible stories, right? And the inspiration was God. Everything he was going to do was that God was giving him the powers to do that. He had the abidu shika, if you want to borrow the parlance. He had the gandusa, everything that you needed to make sure that they destroyed the Philistines. But all of that was only dependent on his hair and his locks not getting caught. So, I want to talk about the fact that as far as innovation goes, there are truths that are emergent, there are truths that are constant. So when we talk of emergent truth, we say things that you find out as you go. Constant truths are the ones that have been established that are not changing. So for instance, in product marketing, we know that there are two ways of entering into the market. You either enter by price point or you enter by product differentiation. So someone like Apple is in the market by way of product differentiation. What Apple is offering you is an entirely different experience. You're just there, you're seeing the fact that, my God, you have an iPhone, like the one we're using to do this video right now. I mean, it's excellent. You're buying a Samsung, you're getting that. But if you're buying a Techno, and this is not any demarketing, I'm just saying these products are in the market because of the fact that they want people who cannot afford iPhones to be able to afford these ones, right? That's their goal. So they are there to help the people who are focused on price. Meanwhile, people like Apple are there because they want to help the people who are focused on product differentiation. Now that's the deal here. When you want to deliver on innovative processes, you must understand what to tinker with and what to keep constant. So, in Samson's case, his hair needed to be kept constant. His hair was a symbol of his connectedness to God. Every other thing he did was emergent. So there was a time he met the lion, he tore the lion's mouth, flung it. Then one time he needed to destroy his enemies. He went and got 300 foxes, tied them tail to tail, and sent them to destroy the people. Another time he needed to pay dowry. He went and got 200 foreskins of some men and used it to pay. One day he was walking down and the city got him angry. He pulled the city gate and took it away. Another day he came to a place and he needed to kill some people. He took the jawbone of an ass and began to kill 1,000 men. After he finished that, he flung it away. Which brings me to my next point. That a strategy can work, you decide that it is the way forward. God expects you to know what truths are emergent. That means in this moment, the jawbone of an ass was necessary to killing 1,000, but will it be necessary tomorrow? So you have to know how to tinker with and to improve your processes. So once Samson found that out, what he did was to throw it away. And the Bible says not long after he flung it, he became thirsty. So he went back, got the jawbone of an ass, and from a crag in that bone, God brought him water to drink. So there are processes that you might use now, and they're very, very successful, but you may require to throw them away. And throwing them away doesn't mean discarding them in its entirety. It's just knowing that they have run their course and in this moment they are no longer useful. But when you need to go back to them, so the iPhone, as we know it, started with like a box shape, then eventually it went curved from like iPhone 5 till iPhone 11. After iPhone 11, we went back to the box. That means a strategy that was once flung has now been brought back. And you know, someday maybe they might get to a particular one and go back to the curved. What are we saying? That there are truths that are constant, there are truths that are emergent. And that's exactly what everyone needs to know as far as innovation is concerned. There was a day when the word was with God, but there was a day when the word became flesh and now dwelt among men to meet the needs of humanity in that season. And every person has to understand this, as in when it comes to tinkering with your deliverables. God is the one inspiring you. God has given you a business idea. God has told you that you're going to be speaking in XYZ, you're going to affect the academic sector. What you need to tinker with, what you need to grapple with and understand basically are your delivery methods. So like Samson had a go-to connectivity with God, which was his hair. Once his hair was lost, his inspiration was lost. And that's what he needed to pray to God to restore. Once the hair came back, he defeated more people even in his death. And he did that by just supporting his hands against two beams. What are we saying? As you tinker, as you innovate, you must know what is constant. Where do you draw your inspiration? What's the purpose for which you are in the market? What's the value that you have been commissioned to provide? Stay with that. But the methods of delivery may need to be tinkered with from time to time. And in doing that, it doesn't mean that you are discarding. You just are needing to align with what truths are emergent. This is what I want to talk to you about today. It is the art and the science to reinvention. Knowing what truths are constant, knowing what truths need to be reimagined. I hope you've been blessed. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. Cheers.